The moon was still up over Nice as the crews prepared for the earliest start of the Vuitton regatta, the organisers anxious to make the most of the early breeze. Race day 7 fell on Friday the 13th, not the favourite combination for sailors, and indeed there would be mixed fortunes for the skippers, the date definitely unlucky for some. Amongst them would be Artemis skipper Terry Hutchinson. Although his race against BMW Oracle Racing certainly began well, the Swedish boat off to a flying start, while Gavin Brady found himself having to squeeze the American yacht around the committee boat. His comparatively slow getaway handing the start to Artemis. Hutchinson held the lead to the halfway mark when everything went wrong as the hydraulic system failed completely on Artemis. Unable to trim the sails, the sailors struggled frantically to keep the boat going, the foredeck crew lashing the jib to the forestay to prevent it blowing away. Seeing the opposition wounded, Brady pounced, and by Mark 3 BMW Oracle Racing was ahead. Crippled by gear failure with hydraulic oil all over the boat, Artemis could only play follow the leader. Brady's win knocking the Swedes out of the top 4. Race 2 saw Emirates Team New Zealand skipper Dean Barker taking on his former sparring partner Ben Ainsley, now driving Team Origin, and provided a classic example of two sailors knowing each other's game backwards. As the British led into Mark 1, Barker tried to swing back inside Origin in a move they practiced hundreds of times called the top mark schmuckle drill. Protest flags flew furiously, the Kiwis clamouring for a penalty. And halfway through the move, even their coach couldn't pick a winner. But Ainsley proved to have a fraction more speed in his favour, and after the umpires decreed Ainsley was in the clear, he was off. Barker tried to battle back into it, but Ainsley rebuffed the Kiwi challenge, inflicting Emirates New Zealand's first loss, although the Kiwis still top the points table. The fight for second place was quite a scrap between the British and the Italians on Azzurra. Up the first beat, Francesco Bruni gave Azzurra the edge, and as they approached the first cross, the Italians were in control until a badly timed slam dunk. Out came the protest flags again, with the Italians incurring a red flag penalty, which they had to take straight away. Now, with a handy lead, Ainsley headed off down the left-hand side. On Azzurra, though, way up the mast, Francesco Bruni's brother Gabrielli had seen breeze out right, and the Italians hooked into it. As Ainsley continued left, the boat split right across the course. By Mark 2, Azzurra had regained the lead, and by quite a margin. Origin chased but couldn't catch Azzurra. Italian joy at a famous win, very visible after they slid across the line to go second on the table.